Everyone, my name is Mini Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about Indian economy on a eve of independence. In this chapter we will study about situation of Indian economy when India was ruled by Britishers. This chapter is divided into different parts. First part include low level of economic development under colonial rule. Second part include agriculture sector. Third part include industrial sector. Fourth part include foreign sector, and fifth part include demographic condition, and next part include occupational structure, and last part include infrastructure. One by one we discuss about each part. First part is low level of economic development under colonial rule. Economic development of India was very low when India was ruled by Britisher, because British government only think about security and promotion of their own nation rather than development of India. They make India supplier of raw material and consumer of finished good. Means they buy raw material from India at very low price and make finished good by using this raw material and sell this finished good in India at very higher price. That's why industry were not established in India, it was established in Britain. Plus India was importing finished good from Britain, means money of India is going in Britain. That's why economic development of India was very low under colonial rule. British government did not try to estimate national income and per capita income of Indian economy. And without knowing about national income, how can you know about growth of any economy? But some economists try to estimate national income and per capita income of Indian economy. Name of those economists are Dadabhai Naoroji, William Digby, V.K.R.V. Rao, R.C. Desai, and Findlay Shiraj. Part of this chapter is agriculture sector. As we know, India is an agrarian economy. Agriculture sector is most important sector for Indian economy, and before independence 95% economy was based on agriculture sector, but agriculture sector was facing stagnation means agriculture sector was not growing. Now we will see reasons for stagnation of agriculture sector. First reason is Jamindari system. In Jamindari system, land revenue was collected from the farmers by Jamindar. In Jamindari system, land revenue was collected from the farmers by Jamindar. Means farmer has to pay some fixed amount of money to Jamindar. Either they earn something or not. And second reason of stagnation of agriculture sector is old technology of production. There was old technology of production. There was a lack of irrigation facilities. Third most important reason for stagnation of agriculture sector is commercialization of agriculture. British did commercialization of agriculture because their main purpose for production of crops was sale in market rather than self-consumption. British did commercialization of agriculture sector because their main purpose for production of crops was sale in market rather than self-consumption. That's why farmers were promoted to produce more cash crop like cotton, jute, instead of food crop like rice and wheat, because cash crop they send in their own country for making finished goods. We are going to talk about fourth part of this chapter, that is foreign trade. Foreign trade means exchange of goods and services between two or more nations. India's foreign trade also affected under British rule. British changed composition of India trade. Means British make India exporter of primary product like cotton, wool, and importer of finished goods. As we earlier discussed, British buy raw material from India at a very low price and import finished good in India at very higher price. Second thing, British changed direction of India trade because British maintained monopoly control over India export and import. Means most of the trade India did with British, and only some trade India was permitted to do with few other countries like Sri Lanka, China, and Iran. Now we will see fifth part of this chapter, that is demographic condition. Demographic means information about human population based on their income, health, age, and gender. During colonial rule, birth and death rate both were increasing. And second thing, life expectancy was very low. It was about 32 years as compared to present, which is 69 years. And there was poor health facility, lack of housing, sanitation facility, and there was a high mortality rate. Now we are going to talk about next part of this chapter, that is occupational structure during colonial rule. Occupational structure means percentage of workforce employed in various sector of economy, or we can say the occupational structure give us information about how many people are working in agriculture sector, how many are in manufacture sector, and how many are working in servicing sector. During colonial rule, 70 to 75% people were involved in agriculture sector, 10% was involved in manufacture sector, and 15 to 20% were involved in servicing sector. Apart from this, during colonial rule, we see so many regional variation. For example, in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, dependence of workforce on agriculture sector was falling. On the other hand, share of workforce in agriculture sector was increasing in Rajasthan, Odisha, and Punjab. Now we will see last part of this chapter, infrastructure. Infrastructure is basic services and a system, for example, transport, water, power, and communication. During British rule, our infrastructure facilities like railway, port, water, telegraph was developed. But their main purpose was not India development. Their main purpose was British interest, so that they can easily transfer their goods from India to Britain. In year 1859, introduction of railway was major contribution of British. This is all about Indian economy on the eve of independence. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.